clearly there is a criminal investigation underway, and that they believe that there would be evidence of crimes in one or both of these homes.
And I remember, like, I don't know if you know what his voice sounds like, but like, I felt like I was in the presence of his monster inside.
Setting the stage, let's dive into a world filled with mystery, whispers of scandal, and shocking discoveries. Imagine the grand estate of Sean Diddy Combs, a mansion cloaked in opulence, but now it's the target of a full-blown investigation. Law enforcement's recent raid on his Los Angeles property has unearthed something straight out of a suspense thriller, a hidden underground tunnel lurking beneath the luxurious grounds. And if that isn't enough to make jaws drop, the implications of what lies within it and where it might lead have fueled a wildfire of speculation. What secrets were buried here? Who else might be involved? And just how far does this shadowy network stretch?
Took Sean Diddy Combs into custody. He's seen in this video entering the Park Hyatt Hotel in Midtown Manhattan with others when agents from Homeland Security Investigations approach and separate him. They place Combs under arrest and lead him out the front door in handcuffs.
The sheer discovery of this tunnel has stirred up a storm of intrigue suggesting something larger and more insidious lurking behind the gates of Diddy's mansion. News reports, along with waves of rumors, have painted a vivid picture. This tunnel is no ordinary hallway or passageway. It's part of a complex that allegedly connects to a wider web of Hollywood's elite residences. In whispers and online discussions, there are hints that it may even lead to the infamous residence of Michael Jackson, another music legend whose estate has often been mentioned in connection with strange rumors and supposed hidden passageways. While the details might be murky, one thing is clear: the discovery of this tunnel has added an entirely new layer of mystery to an already complicated case against Diddy, casting a long shadow over Hollywood's inner circle.
The issue is, it seems as though he wants to kind of like exert power and dominance over people who don't really want it.
Let's talk about what this tunnel could mean. Sure, at first glance, a secret passage under a mansion is the stuff of movies or adventure novels, but here, the reality appears much darker. This isn't just about a shortcut between rooms or a unique architectural feature. People are asking questions. Why was it there? What purpose did it serve? And why was it hidden so deeply? Some are saying it might be a secret retreat used for private gatherings, a place shielded from prying eyes where the elite could do as they please without fear of exposure. This underground pathway adds a dark twist to the case against Diddy and raises questions about who might have known about these hidden places and, perhaps more importantly, who might have used them.
This has to be a 100% culture shock. I can't imagine living a lifestyle of the incredibly rich and famous and then going into this very dark, impersonal, cold, austere facility.
Connecting these dots, many have drawn comparisons between Diddy's hidden passageway and Jeffrey Epstein's notorious properties, estates said to be centers of unimaginable secrets insulated by wealth and power. It's no wonder that people are speculating Diddy's property might have played a similar role, possibly even as a safe haven for questionable activities kept out of the public eye. The whispers have even tied this tunnel to other high-profile estates, like the legendary Playboy Mansion, itself no stranger to scandal and rumors of concealed rooms and underground paths. Imagine, if you will, a hidden network where the walls hold stories seen and heard only by a select few. It's the kind of tale that invites the question: could Diddy's mansion have been a part of a larger scheme, a hidden world connected to other powerful figures, shielded by the anonymity of underground paths and secret doors?
And in this lawsuit, he claims that essentially P. Diddy was the Epstein of the rap.
And then there's the matter of Diddy's parties. These were no ordinary get-togethers. They were extravagant gatherings that pushed the boundaries, events now referred to in scandalous tones as freak-off parties. For years, these gatherings have been whispered about, the source of rumor and intrigue, where guests reportedly experienced a level of revelry beyond what anyone would consider normal. By all accounts, Diddy's soirees weren't just exclusive. They were boundary-breaking affairs that often involved influential personalities from across Hollywood, the music industry, and beyond. According to various sources, these events blurred lines, raising eyebrows and keeping people talking long after the music stopped.
And a lot of the evidence, alleged evidence, that's been gathered in this case was from those two raids that were conducted on his personal homes in Miami and Los Angeles. And the indictment names the things seized that he allegedly made videos of these performances that have been named freak-offs.
The most infamous account comes from Diddy's former girlfriend, Cassie. Her words have become some of the most cited in recent articles, casting a shadow over these events and bringing their darker side into the public eye. Cassie's story paints a picture of parties that allegedly spiraled into chaos, where guests found themselves in unexpected and, often, shocking situations. Her description of these parties is more than a little unsettling, with hints that some guests may have been under the influence and that boundaries were often crossed. She even alludes to moments when people seemed to lose control, suggesting that some might not have fully understood what they were stepping into. The environment she describes is one of intense energy and excess, a place where Diddy reportedly held the power to orchestrate events as he saw fit.
Sean had to take responsibility for what he did as an individual. Sean is the one who pulled that gun out. Sean is the one who shot. So he has to take responsibility for that.
It's said that these events didn't just draw curious attendees, they attracted big names, the kind of people who typically steer clear of anything that could mar their public image. Yet, they came. Some of these individuals, public figures who usually play it safe, were reportedly spotted at Diddy's gatherings. It's unclear whether they were aware of everything going on, but their presence alone has fueled speculation. If these parties were as intense as rumored, how much did the attendees know about the events around them? Could some of Hollywood's biggest names have witnessed or even participated in the chaos that allegedly ensued? And if so, why have they stayed silent?
Jay-Z got his ass whooped by his sister-in-law on camera. What's her name? Solange. You got it after. The feds ain't step in and do nothing. The feds don't care about you getting your ass whooped.
Rumor has it that some of the attendees might have realized too late that these gatherings were more than they bargained for. Yet, despite their discomfort, they remained quiet, likely unwilling to jeopardize their careers by speaking out against someone as influential as Diddy. The silence of these figures has been deafening, and in a town like Hollywood, where loyalty to powerful players can sometimes mean the difference between stardom and obscurity, it's perhaps not surprising. But it's also sparked questions. How many of these individuals knew the full story? How many were willing participants? And how many found themselves swept up in something they didn't fully understand? And it's not just Diddy's parties or the tunnel that has captured the public's imagination. There's a wider fascination with Hollywood's hidden worlds, the unspoken places that seem to lie beneath the city's glittering surface. The public is drawn to these tales of underground tunnels and secret connections, with many speculating that these pathways may reveal a side of Hollywood few have ever seen. The Playboy Mansion, for instance, has long been rumored to contain a network of hidden passageways, with stories that only add to its mystique. Some say that these tunnels were used for private escapades, providing famous guests with a way to move unseen, while others suggest a more structured purpose, one that kept its secrets hidden from the public eye.
Why doesn't the government want him to turn himself in? Because then they can't ask for detention. So they go and they arrest him. They arrest a guy who came to New York to turn himself in.
The discovery of Diddy's underground passageway has prompted a new round of speculation. Is this tunnel just one piece of a larger puzzle? Could it be part of a complex that connects other properties, forming a concealed network for Hollywood's elite? The question hangs in the air, unanswered but tantalizing. If such a network exists, it might explain why so many figures have stayed quiet, because exposing Diddy's secret might mean exposing secrets of their own. It's a theory that feeds the public's fascination and keeps the mystery alive, a narrative that makes people wonder if the Hollywood of glitz and glamour is really hiding something far darker.
You understand? I think that they don't want, if they was in any of those freak-off tapes, if they played a part in any of those Diddy sessions, they don't want it to get out to the general public to make up their brand.
But it wasn't just a curious discovery or a chance rumor that brought law enforcement to Diddy's doorstep. The initial lead came from an anonymous tip, someone with information they believed the world needed to know. This mystery tipster set the wheels in motion, leading authorities straight to Diddy's mansion with a clear purpose. And though Diddy's team reportedly tried to keep them at bay, the agents were relentless. They entered the property with a mission, going directly to the areas they believed would yield answers. The tip has fueled its own speculation, with people wondering who could have provided such critical information. Was it a disgruntled employee, a former friend, or even someone within Diddy's close circle who finally decided enough was enough?
Now, so what is next? Is he going to be in jail in this facility until the trial begins? Is there a chance he could, get moved earlier than that?
As of this moment, as of this hour, as of today, yes. But of course, as I mentioned earlier, they're going to be appealing this thing next to the Second U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals to overturn the judge's order here to try and get him actually released.
Whatever the source, the tip has shaken things up, and it's likely only the beginning. It seems that authorities are just getting started, and with every new discovery, the stakes get higher. It's as if this is an unfolding drama, with Diddy's estate serving as the stage, and each new revelation drawing back the curtain on another hidden truth. If the initial search turned up a secret tunnel, who knows what else could lie beneath the surface? Could there be more to uncover? More to this story than anyone realized? The investigation appears to be heating up, with law enforcement now combing through every inch of Diddy's property, and the world is waiting to see what they find next.
You know, I think in federal court and for these charges, they would say it's routine, but in the public realm, this is very significant, just from who we associate Diddy being and everything we've seen him do over the decades. Like you said, this is quite the downfall to go from, I mean, we saw the mansions back in March that were raided by the feds. So to go from living in those mansions to being in a...
As we move deeper into this unfolding saga, one thing is clear, there's more to the story than meets the eye. Diddy may be the central figure, but the wider circle around him is beginning to feel the effects. Hollywood has always been a place where rumors thrive, but now those whispers are growing louder, hinting at something much larger. This investigation could mark a turning point, not just for Diddy, but for everyone within his orbit, as secrets long kept in the dark are finally brought to light. With each passing day, the layers of this story become more complex, and the world is left wondering, just how deep does this go? And if Diddy's secret tunnel was only the beginning, what other secrets are waiting to be uncovered? The drama surrounding Sean Diddy Combs shows no signs of cooling down. In fact, the scandal only seems to be heating up. What started as a shocking revelation with the discovery of a hidden tunnel beneath his mansion has since spiraled into something even more intense, more layered, and more sinister. It's as though this secret passageway has opened the floodgates, not only for new accusations against Diddy himself, but also for revelations about the involvement of some of Hollywood's most elite players. And just when it seems like things couldn't get any wilder, more alleged victims are coming forward with their stories, revealing a web of experiences that paints an unsettling picture of the entertainment industry and those who thrive within its shadows.
If that's part of the indictment, that's somewhat like a blackmail. He was blackmailing people to be in the freak-offs. So that's federal. That could be that's a federal charge. He can't blackmail people to say, yo, listen here, you did it once and you're gonna do it again. That ain't gonna make it with the government or nobody.
The sheer number of people stepping forward is astonishing. At last count, over 100 individuals have reportedly come forward with accounts of their own, describing everything from mistreatment to manipulation. The accusations span years, even decades, and seem to bring every corner of Diddy's life under scrutiny. We're not just talking about a handful of claims here. This is an avalanche. The stories and timelines are coming together in a way that's almost overwhelming. Each new accusation adds another dimension to the case, suggesting that what's being uncovered here is much larger than anyone initially imagined.
Problems that the defense has brought up originally, but it seems like, just from reading this 14-page indictment, that there is enough physical evidence to perhaps get a conviction in this case. We shall see. These are allegations.
But what really makes this case a standout in Hollywood's history of scandal isn't just the quantity of accusations. It's the quality. The accusations don't come from random strangers. They come from individuals who claim to have been in Diddy's inner circle, people who allegedly shared his trust and respect. And it doesn't stop with Diddy. Some of these accounts name other high-profile figures, suggesting that what was happening behind the scenes was not just a one-man show. This isn't just an isolated case of one celebrity gone rogue. It's potentially a glimpse into an entire hidden layer of the Hollywood lifestyle, an elite world that's now coming under intense scrutiny. Could it be that some of the most powerful names in entertainment were not just aware of what was happening, but may have participated either directly or indirectly?
Do you believe Diddy is a dangerous person?
Yes.
At the center of this tornado is the looming silence of Hollywood itself. For all the social media outrage, for all the discussion among fans and critics alike, one thing remains strangely absent: voices from within the industry. Aside from a few outspoken figures like 50 Cent, who has made a name for himself by openly criticizing Diddy on multiple occasions, many of Hollywood's biggest names have stayed suspiciously quiet. Some speculate that this silence isn't just about self-preservation. It might indicate that these figures have more to hide. After all, if Diddy's parties and connections were truly as wild and intense as described, it stands to reason that some of Hollywood's power players could have been caught up in the mix, either as guests, witnesses, or perhaps even participants.
Rumors are that Diddy was running some kind of Epstein-type deal where he was filming everybody, right?
That's the rumors, yeah. I don't know that there's any proof or anything other than that.
For those following the story closely, it's hard not to notice the pattern of avoidance among Diddy's peers. Celebrities who once rubbed shoulders with him at industry events, attended his parties, or collaborated with him on various projects have chosen to stay out of the public discourse. It's as if they're waiting for the dust to settle before deciding on their own course of action. But fans and onlookers alike are asking, if these stars are as innocent as they'd like the public to believe, then why the silence? And if they aren't, then what are they hiding? The public's patience is wearing thin, and every day that passes with no response only fuels the suspicion that there's more to the story than we've been told.
Special housing unit is a 24-hour lockdown unit, which means that any movement within that unit is controlled and coordinated, and no inmate moves outside of his cell without being in full restraints, to include leg irons, handcuffs, a belly chain, and at least 2, if not 3 staff members escorting them.
The presence of FBI agents and Homeland Security investigators has only intensified the public's curiosity. The search through Diddy's properties, described as meticulous and exhaustive, suggests that law enforcement is looking for more than just surface-level answers. The investigators reportedly spent hours going through every corner of his mansions, searching for anything that could provide proof of the activities he's been accused of. This wasn't a casual visit by any means. It was a full-scale search, complete with forensics experts and high-tech equipment. Reports indicate that they were particularly interested in the hidden areas of Diddy's properties, suggesting that they were prepared to uncover secrets that go far beyond what anyone expected.
Now, if the government is going to mandate that they are responsible for your well-being, they have to ensure the safety of your well-being.
Homeland Security's involvement is particularly notable because it indicates that this case has expanded beyond local jurisdiction and into the realm of federal concern. This isn't just a celebrity scandal anymore. It's a national investigation, one that could potentially have implications for other figures within Diddy's circle and beyond. It's rare for cases involving public figures to reach this level, and the fact that Homeland Security is involved has only fueled the notion that there's more to this story than meets the eye. It's a move that suggests that what we've seen so far is just the tip of the iceberg, and that the case could grow even bigger as more evidence comes to light. And the public is paying attention. Social media has become a hub of outrage and speculation, with people voicing their demands for accountability. They want answers, and they're not willing to let Hollywood's elites brush this under the rug. The anger is palpable, and it's not just directed at Diddy. It's aimed at the entire industry, a place where fame and power have often protected those at the top from facing consequences. This scandal has cast a shadow over Hollywood, forcing people to confront uncomfortable truths about the entertainment world they once idolized. The public outcry is clear. It's no longer enough to turn a blind eye, and people are calling for a reckoning that goes beyond one individual and addresses the culture that allowed these events to happen.
As far as, is he going to turn people in? Is he going to cooperate? If the federal government wants him to cooperate, and they're going to cut his time, because right now he's looking at 15 to life. With all the charges he had to, he won't get out until 70 years old. He about 70. That's when they start talking about letting him come to a halfway house.
Media coverage has been relentless, with outlets publishing updates almost daily as new details emerge. But while the press is doing its best to keep up, there's a sense that even they might not have the full story. Hollywood's image, once carefully crafted and protected, is being dismantled piece by piece, with each new report exposing another crack in the facade. And as the investigation continues, the media has become both a messenger and a platform for the voices of those who were once silenced. Major networks and publications are now under pressure to report every development, and the audience is growing more invested with each passing day.
That's of course. There's layers upon layers. When you get into these conspiracy theories, man, they never end. They never end. There's just layers upon layers upon layers.
In the end, this story has become about more than just Diddy. It's a story about power, privilege, and the lengths to which some will go to protect their own interests. Hollywood's elite are no strangers to controversy, but this case has reached new heights, raising questions about who else might be involved and whether the industry will ever truly change. People are beginning to wonder if Diddy's case is just the beginning, a door that has opened into a world few have seen and even fewer are willing to talk about. And as more individuals come forward, the case has the potential to bring about a shift in how the world views Hollywood's seemingly untouchable stars. So as this investigation unfolds and the public watches every move, one thing is clear. The world is hungry for answers, and they won't be satisfied until they get them. The walls of Hollywood's exclusive circles are being chipped away, and the secrets they hold are slowly coming into the light. Diddy may be the one under investigation now, but the implications reach far beyond him. This is a story that's reshaping how we see celebrity, influence, and accountability, and it's only just beginning. The question now is, who else will be brought into the spotlight as the case continues to unfold? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear what you think. Thanks for watching, and see you next time